I didn't feel the heat until it reached my cheekbone. A sharp hiss, then a throb, and then the smell. Burnt skin. Coffee. Shame. My wife's brother stood over me, mug still dripping, jaw tight, like he wanted to go for round 2. The room froze. But nobody moved. Not even her. I didn't punch him because of the pain. I punched him because he smiled. Because I saw something in his eyes, something cruel and smug, like he'd finally gotten what he wanted. My fist cracked against his jaw. Chairs scraped back. A baby cried. Someone gasped, like this was a movie. And my wife, she just stood there. Hands folded, calm as winter. No one spoke to me after that. Not her parents. Not the cousins I helped move last spring. Not even her. I walked back into the kitchen with a wet towel pressed to my face, and the sound of conversation swelled again as if I hadn't come back at all. Later, in the car, she turned to me and said, "You should take every insult and apologize." For me, she didn't ask if I was okay. Didn't touch the blistered skin on my cheek or ask why he'd done it. Just folded her hands in her lap and stared out the windshield like a verdict had already been passed. I didn't say anything. I just drove. But the silence between us had weight. It pressed against my ribs, heavier than the bruise swelling on my face. I didn't sleep that night. Just lay there next to her while she breathed steady, like this was any other night. Like something hadn't fractured so completely I couldn't recognize my own reflection. At 6:03 a.m., I stood in the middle of the living room, suitcase at my feet. The apartment smelled like her hair coconut and something synthetic, and suddenly I hated it. I opened my phone. One-way ticket. Paris. No plan. No return. Booked. I didn't leave a note. Just closed the door quietly. Let her sleep. By the time I got through security, my phone buzzed. Then again. Then it screamed. 215 missed calls and messages. Her name. Her mother's. Friends who'd ghosted me hours earlier. Even the brother, the one with the coffee. The one with a smile. But none of them said sorry. None asked why. They asked where. 3 nights into Paris, I got drunk for the first time in a decade. Not the stumbling kind, the clear, numb kind that makes everything sharp around the edges. The kind that makes you brave. I opened one of the messages. It was from her. Voice note. I didn't know he'd do that. But you shouldn't have hit him. You made me look bad. Please, we need to talk. Made her look bad. The words stuck like glass under the skin. That was it, wasn't it? It wasn't the pain or the humiliation, it was the optics. The performance. I started going back through the messages. Every one of them felt like damage control, not concern. Not love, just panic at the wrong person walking away. And then one from her cousin. The quiet one. The one who always looked at me too long. I know why he did it. He found out about the baby. My stomach flipped. My heart didn't even pound, it stopped. I read it again. The baby. Ours? No. I remembered the doctor's visits she said she'd canceled. The whispering with her sister. The deleted texts she shrugged off. I scrolled further. Found a thread she forgot to delete. Hidden in an old cloud sync. There it was. Her brother's name. The same one she asked me to apologize to. The one who threw the coffee. Messages that blurred the line between protectiveness and possession. He can't know. You promised. It's mine. I flew back 2 weeks later. Not to reconcile. To reclaim what I left behind. My journals. My passport. My last ounce of self-respect. She was home, alone, eyes wide like a girl caught in the dark. "I didn't," she started. I held up my hand. "I don't need the story. But I read the story." Her mouth opened, then closed. I watched her shoulders fall. Something inside her broke not loud, but deep, like a beam cracking under its own weight. "You don't understand," she said, voice shaking now. "I do," I said calmly. "You lied. And then you asked me to apologize for bleeding." Silence. Then the quietest sob. She didn't reach for me. I gathered my things. Took my time. Her perfume was different now, or maybe it was just the memory of it that changed. At the door, I turned. "You let him hurt me, then told me to say sorry. That's not love. That's ownership." She didn't follow me. She knew it was over. And this time, I was the one who disappeared. Not because I had to, because I chose to. Some people only start screaming when the silence answers back.